How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a barrel-aged hopeful goodness in the form of Tyranena Brewing. This is their Coco Poco. This is an Imperial Coconut Porter aged in rum barrels. Tyranena, never had anything from these guys. I got a mail and a beer mail with 3 of these jams floating around up in there. So we're going to dive into it, see what she's got. Like I said, Coco Poco, Imperial Coconut Porter aged in rum barrels. It says you put your beer in the coconut, you drink them both together, put in the beer in the barrel, then it tastes better. Put the beer in the coconut, drink them up. I know, it's the whole put the lime in the coconut thing, but it doesn't really work for me. Brewers Gone Wild, a series of big, bold, and ballsy beers. And that's pretty much it. I don't see an ABV on here again. There's a little bit of date coding on there that's been smeared off. Let's just dive into it. Yeah, like I said, I've never even heard of Tyranena before, but I was lucky enough to get some in the mail, and we'll dive into it. Label-wise, like I said in my previous one, I have 3 of these that I'm going to be throwing down. I'll post them all at the same time. This kind of remind me of a very old school brewery. I mean, they're called Legendary Wisconsin Beer, so that kind of tips your hat at them being old school. And as far as that goes, yeah, she looks like an Imperial Porter. A little bit lighter than you expect. You can glean some light through the edges. Not much of a head. You're talking about a rum barrel aged coconut porter, so you're talking about that adjunct in top of the barrel can kind of kill that head a little bit. So she looks the part, maybe a little bit lighter than what you'd want her to sit at, especially if you're talking about an Imperial Porter getting towards double digits. A little bit light, but as long as she smells and tastes good, that's all that matters. It's good news. I mean, definitely get coconut, definitely get rum, and you definitely get a soft kind of porter vibe. It's probably more adjunct than beer to me, kind of leaning forward, but not necessarily in a bad way. I think it might flip the script a little bit in the taste. The barrel leads the way, but it's not over the top. It's not smoky or charry. You're just a little bit more kind of rum forward, nothing too crazy. Get a soft, subtle coconut underneath. That could be a little bit of that barrel marrying with that coconut. Add that coconut kind of flavor. You get that sometimes in your barrel aged beers. It's something I really look for, and then you get that soft kind of maltiness, not overly bittering, but I think a lot of that sweetness, both from the coconut and the barrel, kind of keep that bittering down. It smells quite nice. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. It's tasty. This is like very creepily similar to the other beer I had from them. Not necessarily in taste. It's a markedly different beer than that other beer. But as far as just a good beer, like it's not gonna earth-shattering break any kind of record as far as King Shit of Fuck Mountain, Mount Rushmore status stuff for me, but it's just good. I mean, it lacks a little bit of heft and body that you expect with the porter that I got with the previous beer, but you're talking about adding that coconut. Those oils can break down a little bit of body from time to time, a little bit of carbonation, and you add that rum on top of it. I'm not expecting a heftier body on this one, even though I would like it. I'm not expecting it, so it kind of makes sense the way where it stands compared to the other one. Rum barrel leads the way. Nothing overly top. It's sweet, but not even getting close to overly sweet. A little bit more coconut in there than I expect based off the nose. A little bit of kind of sweet candied toasted coconut, if you will. And beneath that, a nice, soft, powdery chocolate malt with a little bit of touch of bittering, just a little bit of roasted malt in there, and that's very welcome because it's a lot of sweet on sweet on sweet while not being overly sweet. Once you start stacking those up, you start to get something that ends up being a little bit, not cloying, but a little bit sweeter than I would prefer it. And that nice little soft kind of bittering from those malts is very appreciated. Kind of adds a little bit of balance to something that leans sweet, as it should. It's a coconut rum porter. It just makes it a little bit more drinkable. I dig this. It does remind me of kind of mixed drink. They have this like kind of sick drawn guy in the back there, kind of in one of those coconut drinks you'd see in the Caribbean. And it does kind of remind me of that. The coconut is very cool. It's not overly synthetic, even though I called it candy-like. It's a little toasted candy-like. It's not like suntan lotion or anything like that. It just comes off as a really tasty, well-done rum coconut porter. Again, not otherworldly, but at the same time, pretty damn tasty stuff. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better barrel-aged porters I've had as of late? It's in the conversation. It's not up towards the top or anything like that, but pretty damn tasty stuff from a brewery I've never had anything from before, and that's pretty awesome. Value availability? No idea. If anybody out there wants to let me know what's what when it comes to the price and availability, and leave you with, if you like what you like this, if you like well done beers. I mean, this is not anything negative. Again, it's not like, crazy over the top, crank to 11 volume wise kind of beer, but it's just really solid, well made barrel aged beer. And if that's your jam, just good beer. It's worth checking out. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little coconut rum jammer right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.